name is Alex Tremble, and I'm the author of the best-selling book, The GPS Guide to Success, and I'm also known as the Federal Career Coach. This past week, I had a conversation with a new client of mine, and his story really made me think about my personal story that I wanted to share with you all today. So years back, when I first started my career, I was nothing but a young pup. I was 24 years old. The person who hired me on, my supervisor, was my first significant big-time mentor. And this person helped my career just take off. I mean, I, to this day, appreciate what that person did to me in that respect. I was overseeing, I created and managed the Executive Leadership Development Program for a federal agency. I managed 3 different government-wide leadership development forums, two in DC, one in Denver. I managed multiple mentoring programs created for senior-level employees, and I had the honor and the privilege of helping many senior-level employees, whether they be TS 13s, 14s, or 15s, ascend to higher grade levels, and even some to the SCS. So I was blessed in having that opportunity. However, it didn't always stay that way. There came a point in my career where that supervisor and I kind of fell out. That person thought that I didn't believe in them, I wasn't loyal to them, and instead of having a conversation with me, they decided to make my life a living HE double hockey stick, if you catch my drift. That person tried everything they could to try to fire me. They had IT security confiscate my laptop, hoping I had done something wrong. They hired another supervisor to supervise me intentionally with the point of trying to find a way to fire me or make me quit. I had to document literally at a spreadsheet, documenting every single minute of the day, when I got there, what I was doing, when I went to the restroom, when I left. Everything I did, I had to document because this person was coming after me, and they tried their best to get rid of me. And so life was really bad. It was painful. It was cognitively draining. I mean, I look back on it right now, and to be completely honest, I appreciate what I went through. It wasn't until that time when my back was against the wall and work wasn't fulfilling anymore, because, again, it was cognitively draining and emotionally draining, being there, kind of having to look over my shoulder all the time, that I found a way to do something on the outside that made me still be happy. And so that's when I started my business, GPS Leadership Solutions. It was then when I started getting invited to doing different speaking events at colleges. I was invited to the White House. I was invited to do many different types of panel discussions. I wrote my first book while I was going through that tough situation at the office. And I say this, and I share this story because there comes a time in all of our lives when things get hard, when things get rough, it beats you down, and you don't know what else to do. What I say is, please take advantage of that situation. When things are hard, that's your opportunity to say, I'm stronger than that. I'm bigger than that. I'm not going to let this tear me down. When I went through that situation at work, yes, I couldn't do anything at work because they were trying to find a way to get rid of me. But you know what? I said, I'm going to take all this energy, all this passion, I'm going to direct it somewhere else. Another person I know who's going through some trials and tribulations at work right now, I told that person, yes, you may be in a bad situation, but what is your story going to be? When you're in that bad situation, you find a way. You find a way to have a good story to say, well, yes, things were difficult here, but I achieved this, this, and that. I developed this product. I brought these customers aboard. I solved this problem. I brought everyone together to overcome something. It's all about your story. So one last thing I'll share with you is when you talk to very successful people, they're not bragging about how easy life was. That's not what they're doing. They're not saying, oh, everything was given to me. Oh, that project it was an easy, I did it in my sleep. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about how difficult things were and how how hard they had to work to overcome and make themselves still be successful in the face of adversity. And you know what happens with when you do that? When you do that, you now have a story. You have a story that you can tell on your interview. You have a story that you can share with some person who you're mentoring. You have a story for yourself. So when when you're going through something rough, you can say, you know what? I went through something that was tougher than this and I got through it. And I'm not going to let this break me down. So I leave you with this. When you're going through a tough situation, appreciate it. Yes, it doesn't feel good. It may take longer than what you expect. But you know what? That's an opportunity for you to grow, for you to become stronger, and for you to have a phenomenal story to tell somebody else later. When something bad happens to me now, I literally get, when something goes wrong, I get the goosebumps. Because I know I'm going to overcome it, and I know I'm going to have a great story to tell somebody else, to help motivate them or teach them or whatever it may be. So again, this is Alex Tremble, the Federal Career Coach. Please feel free to click the links below. There's more information. Please hit the subscribe and like button, share with your friends. And as always, please feel free to drop a comment down. If there's something you want me to address or any questions you may have, feel free to jump in the comment box and I'll post a video on that. So you have a wonderful day. Thank you.